Alright, today we are replacing the timing belt on Astra 1.8 Z18XER engine. Similar engine can be found in some Vauxhalls and Opels. So the trick to getting the timing belt done is obviously you will have to, pretty much looking at this setup, remove the top cover, which is this one, remove the middle cover, remove the bottom cover. Now to remove the bottom cover is the main part where you will have to take the crankshaft main pulley off. So once you take the crankshaft pulley off, that's when you'll be able to take this cover off. Now obviously before you take the cover off, you'll have to remove the serpentine belt, which is usually called accessories belt, which in this case is usually, says here, 5PK1546 for this particular model. Would be different for different ones, obviously depending upon the size of air cone compressors and stuff. And then you remove the main tensioner that puts the tension onto the drive belt. So that can be done by rotating this tensioner using this pocket. So generally you would go clockwise or anti-clockwise just to see which direction it goes in. So in this case it's mounted on the car like this and it rotates anti-clockwise. So you undo it or take the tension off by rotating it in anti-clockwise direction while this is still mounted on to the engine. Now once you take the belt off, obviously you would want to remove this tensioner, which is with this center nut. It's a star socket or E-Tox, usually they call it. Now the ideal tools that you will need for this is E-Tox set, which obviously includes your Tox bits, the E-Tox. So the E-Tox will be the ones that you will be using in order to remove the cover, because all the screws, nuts and everything on this one is different designs, obviously European style. So yeah, pretty much that's what you need to do. So once you do that, we're pretty much halfway. Obviously now comes the main part of removing the timing belt. Now on these ones, if you would see, there is no static tensioner, and these ones have got the camshafts, which are VCT, which is variable cam timing, usually they call it. Now it's very easy to stuff these up. Now if for whatever reason, if you're not having the special tools that are required for this, you can still use the star bits to hold them. But again, the trick is because these CVTs have got too much moment, it's always ideal to have the main tool or the special tool for removal of these timing belt. Now in this case, the tool that I'm using is a Toledo tool. Now a couple of other alternatives are available. So the part number on this one, just for your reference, is 304710. So it comes with these multiple bits. I've got two, the main ones that I actually require there. Again, never use this crank. These are usually the crank holding pins. Again, depending upon your experience, most likely you won't need it. If you can get to this stage, most likely you don't need this. So this is the tool that is going to be handy. I'll just mount my camera, that way I can just show it to you guys. Alright, so it's generally a two red items. So the trick to locating these is, if you see this, the cutout, now these cutouts are where we are going to locate it onto the intake and exhaust camshafts. Now if we see closely, we can see these little lugs. So that's our pointer. And on this one, we can see it on the sprocket itself, which I will just mark for you guys. It's just down there. So these are the two locations. Now obviously before the timing belt is removed, we need to make sure that we get all the alignment done for your intake and crank intake camshaft, exhaust camshaft along with the crankshaft before we throw the timing off. And again, if it is not lined up, your car's not going to start. Then we are in big trouble. So what you do is, obviously before, you will be turning the engine in a clockwise direction. That's the direction the engine usually turns. So if we see on the bottom, we got a arrow pointer, and then we got the main cut out onto the crankshaft pulley. So that's our bottom lined up. And this tells, because these two lugs are already sitting in conjunction to each other, so pretty much that's lined up as well. Now going back onto putting our tool in. So the two piece, you just fiddle around, goes pretty much anyways. So again, if you see, I'm just trying to line up this pointer Now once I'm there, I'll try to push this in. The trick is obviously you try to push it in as much as you can, because that's when you will have to try to push the second unit in. Now as long as you have got it all lined up, the timing is in the perfect position. If the timing belt is not stretched and you're doing the proper job, obviously you will be able to put this tool in smoothly. You won't have to do something stupid. Now due to whatever reason, if there is belt fatigue, the tensioner collapses and all that stuff, if for whatever reason one of the camshafts is out of your timing, then you will have to obviously try to find those marks, line it up, and then try to use this tool. Now if we see closely, we can see both the cutouts onto the tool are within the requirements. So if you see the dot on that side and we see the dot on this side, so that means we are ready to rock and roll here. Now comes the fun part. So what happens on these ones is these tensioners are pretty much self-tensioning or / static tensioners. So generally you would need a Torx bit and you would just need to turn it. So if you see how easy it is, I don't need any special tools to do it, because this tensioner does all the things for this belt. So just let me just line up my camera, that way I can just slide this belt off. So obviously taking the tension off, you should be able to just slide the belt out of the way, or worst comes to worst, you just dismantle one of the pulleys, take it off just in order to get a better access. Alrighty, I guess that might hold it, so let's give it a try. So 1, 2, we've taken the slack off, and there comes the belt off pretty much. Alright, we'll try it on the other pulley, just because I'm not having too much strength today, obviously. So just push, pull onto the belt, pull onto the belt, and almost there. There we go. There you go. So the belt is off. So what you would do is obviously, so now it's all done by hand. So removing, getting it out of the way, and that's pretty much the removal of the belt. So once again, we need to make sure we have got our marks still lined up. Now this is the beauty of this tool, it holds it in the position for you. As I said, if you don't have this tool, these cam sprockets will be turning, and they will be turning more than the earlier models, which was usually the TS Astras. Those ones were easy to work on because they did not have CVT. CVT is really hard to line up. I have had issues in the past, so again, it's easier to use the tool. So that's top lined up, and that's the bottom lined up. So just stay tuned, I'll be making one more video to install it. Just let me get all the components ready and I'll be back. Thank you.